Hello there, YouTube, and welcome to Tuesday the 23rd. Our dog's walking along that fence line way back there. That's probably Abby. Abby. That's pretty scary when they don't come. Maybe it's Madison. I don't know who it is. But anyway, another beautiful 90s something degree day today. You got old Sparky out here. You better hang tight to that shade today, Sparky. It's gonna be a smoker. All out here making sure all the water buckets are topped off. That normal summertime stuff, huh, Sparky? That was you out there, Abby. You look like the lone wolf out there on the fence line. All right. She was walking the fence line out there. She looked like a wolf up to no dang good.
Because I'm definitely up to no good.
Now when I called her, she just froze.
Because you don't see me.
You just think you see me. Ah, dang. And then there's old Danny Magoo. I'm about to steal your shade from you there, though, Danny. You have to go fight for another spot. Little woman.
Yes,
It feels great out here right now. But the heat is coming.
Mm-hmm.
You can just, there's like that feeling in the air. This is going to be a hot one.
It's going to be a hot one.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
I wish I could just sit out here and marvel at the beauty of the outdoors.
I know. I wish I could go in a boat.
Yeah, boat would be nice.
Yeah.
But I got a job to do.
I know.
All righty.
All right.
Love you. See you. Bye there, old woman.
you.
Bye-bye now. All right, let's take this lovely couple's RT Limited for, whoop, backrest. RT Limited for a rip. Here we go, got the helmet on, can't talk all of a sudden. Oh, that's right, he doesn't have the spring. He altered these grips, and I don't know if the spring's not connected or the whole little, it's probably missing because that cap holds the spring, the stock cap on the end bar. So the throttle has a very, very extremely light feeling to it. So that Ryan, that kid's got some mad skills. I'm coming up to open the doors to roll this thing out, and all of a sudden here's a white chalk Limited, identical to a dark edition, identical to the demo. Here he's coming down the hill, warp 9 backwards. Woo! Just whips that thing around the turn and just pulls her right up to the door. And I'm like, what in the holy heck are you doing? I said, what was that? He goes, this thing's freaking out. I go, what do you mean? He goes, it doesn't start. It'll start for a second. He goes, and you can hear all this clicking and carrying on. It says bad key. The windshield says transmission codes. All kinds of stuff's popping up. So him and I are, first thing we see is some wiring going on in there going, that ain't good. So, you know, there's, you know, the typical 75 items going to the battery post. Actually, it's got 3 accessories, one of them being a tender lead. But anyway, we don't know if this is what started it, caused it, or whatever, but the battery terminals were too loose, and probably created a spike. We don't know, but it blew the ECM fuse. Well, let me tell you, when a fuse blows, when you hook it up to diagnostic, it doesn't tell you a fuse is blown, because when it shuts the ECM down, you got a problem. So anyway, it's a 5 amp fuse to the ECM. Hooked it up, and the clicking, there was a glug 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 glug. It was the throttle body. And man, already brand new 2020s, and people are hacking stuff into it. But ultimately, it was a pretty clean install. It looked like it was well, it didn't look nothing. I know what it was. It was heated gear, power cords. But you know, when they do that, they can bump things, knock something loose, cause, you know, a harness wire to chafe or whatever, and everything looked normal on it. But Ryan's putting the a hitch kit on it. Thank you very much. Do I have a billboard going across my forehead saying, you know, this guy's feeble, let him go, or something? People are just being like a little too dang nice. Watch it, truck. I got my eyeballs peeled on you, boy. I don't know if he leaves that mirror that way. I'll just leave it. He might have it low so he can see stuff. But the Loctite 660, literally like JB Weld or epoxy or whatever. It's nice and hard. It's nice to know that they don't advertise anything like you. Well, it's for tight fitments. It's press fit, clearance adjuster or healer type of thing. So it's not meant to like JB Weld, where you can actually build stuff out of JB Weld. It's pretty crazy what you can do with that stuff. But yeah, it's not that kind of a thing. It's for exactly what I just did. And essentially what this is going to do is prevent this thing from getting any play to even start moving and allow that grease to come out. Of course, now, because it's sealed in a way, no grease is required. Its grease is polar opposite, no grease. It's like a metal to metal fit. But it looks like I say, you can get out of it, because there's certain things that could go wrong that you need to take that pulley back off, and it's important that you're able to release it. Man, another stunning day. I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys, but Kelly and I were doing, you know how we go, well, it's that typical thing, you know, spring's got to go out with just a bang. It seems like it does that every year. You just go through this crazy bout of rain, and everything clears up, and bam, it goes hot. It's supposed to be mid to upper 90s today. So it'd be kind of, what do we got going on here? That's gonna have to forego my turn there, aren't I? But the instructions for, you know, because you got to pull the panels loose above the saddlebags, because you got to release that entire back plate on those 2020 RTs. And so Ryan's going, well, I haven't done one of these. How do I take this apart? I said, let me know when you're there. We'll go through it together. Because the instructions, BRP can have some questionable manuals at times. It's like the manual is designed for someone that built the thing. Like, you already know how. It just points out what you remove. Remove that panel, but no instructions how. None. Absolutely zero. Nowhere in the manual. And the you know, the instruction sheet for the hitch, of course, it just shows bulk. You know, take the whole rear panel off. It's very vague. But some of the manuals are phenomenal. Other ones are questionable. And then every once in a while, and today is that day, and this model is that model, that is literally the worst shop manual ever. The motor stuff's all good. It's because it's all kind of the same as what it was. But anything to do with the bodywork on that 2020, horrible. I just pray they update that thing, or you know, it'll become one of those things where it don't matter anymore because we've already been in and out of them so many so many times that it's just second nature. Even Ryan was talking, he goes, you remember when the 1330s came out? We're like, how do you even change the oil? Where's the oil filter? It's that new bike thing. He goes, one of these days we'll look back and laugh at, you know, we actually were questioning how to take things apart on them. You know, and if you just kind of take a deep breath and just analyze it, it all kind of makes sense. Which is a good thing because the manual doesn't tell you how. That reminds me of my dad. Him standing outside the automobile having a smoke. Always deep in thought. That boy was always thinking. It's just the way that guy was just kind of standing there. That old man had that, you know, that 50s look. You ever notice how they always had to have a pose when they stood there? And I think it was something as a kid and it just stuck. You never lost it, you know. But those guys had some, you know, you just didn't stand next to your car. It was like you're like you're setting up to have a photo taken or something. He had to hold the cigarette the right way. I don't know. That old stuff's cool, man. Anyway, I didn't mean to go spin off on that. That guy standing there just reminded me of my dad. And why was that a thing? Why would you stand outside your car and have that smoke, you know? You know, people talking about tranny wine. This one sounds like a 2020. They all do it. You know, they all do it. All the 13s have always done it. People tend to psych themselves into suddenly noticing it and then think something's wrong. You seen the gears in those things? Them gears would power a semi-truck. And they're straight cut gears. They're just gonna be noisy. They're just gonna be noisy. There's no way of getting around it. It's got I think it's the Two Brothers he has on here. And you can tell the mapping gets, it's getting to, there's certain conditions where it's outside of its parameters, and when they do that, they just default to rich. So the tip of this thing is just soot black. If it's not a OEM BRP item, they don't go on an RT for me. Like already, our first 2020 RT issues, and it had to have something to do with them battery. I mean, that battery terminal was loose. But Ryan went out there to start it, and everything was fine. Started up, idled really funny, and all of a sudden it's saying bad key, and the windshield was doing a weird thing, and that was it. Started for a second, shut down. She was done. So I'm sure probably the loose connection, it just made an arc and caused a spike and zapped that ECM fuse. They don't just blow for no reason. Well, we found the reason. Please, leave them alone. Just gotta make sure you're outside the swing of the gate. Those Goldwing grips also interfere with his shifting too. I'm surprised it hasn't damaged the, because it's a shaft that goes up in there for the pedal. Surprised it hasn't damaged something. But he had these same grips on their last Spyder, and it was just really weird. Like, watch when I try to, because it goes into first and you go back to neutral. Oh, look at that. As soon as I say it, it goes right in. A lot of times you got to fiddle with it to get it to go, and put a little more pressure on that lever than feels comfortable. Because I think I tried to fix it for him. I cut it away. I ground on the metal to make it clear as best I could. But it's all good. Look at that. They had a GoPro on there at some point. I think he had this log. I don't know what he's got in there, but I had to open the side doors to get panels off. So, all right, she's good to go. Good old Spyders. All right, bouncing. In the 90s today, Mama.
It is warm.
Yeah, she's cooling off now. It actually doesn't feel too bad, or I just got used to it. I don't know which.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're on our way home. We already left the store. We're just a few blocks away. This is Covington that I come down on my test rides all the time. Well, hello there, you. Oh.
It's a buster.
Tube. I called him out the corner of my eyes. Oh, Sparky.
So adorable.
I know. He comes up there in the house like at night, and he's just so...
Oh, yes.
He acts like he's so shy and bashful.
I know. You're silly boy. Yes, you
That's a
is.
good old
Yeah.
Sparky. Exposing us all in our skivvies.
I know it. PJs.
Yeah, we're all in our nights.
Funky clothes.
Oh man, heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You get here and it's all cloudy.
Yeah.
What's that all
It's
about?
very warm, though. It's still warm. It's not like intense, like burning
Yeah,
down.
has that kind of humid warm to it. It's okay. It's warm.
Yeah.
It's summertime.
I know it. I like the warm.
Yeah, I keep reminding myself, it really is summertime.
It is.
But anyway, the couple came and picked up their Spyder today, the one I took you on a test ride on. No charge. Being taken care of.
That's so cool.
Yeah. How about
Way
that?
Cool.
Went from a crazy expensive thing to have fun.
That's nice.
That's cool. I love how that worked out. I will be using, hope it doesn't go bad sitting in the bottle with that Loctite 660. Be rare things you could use it for, but very useful stuff. That's why I worry about the bottle, because by the time I come across something else for it, you know, bottle will dry up or something, you know. How that goes. But anyway, busy but fun day today.
Very good.
Hot. Hottest day of, you know,
The year so far.
Yeah. Yeah, 2020, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be more, way more.
Oh, yeah.
But on that, I think we're going to bounce.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up, and you guys have a wonderful Wednesday or Thursday.
Heck yeah. All right.
All right.
See you at the crack old dark in the
See
morning.
you in the morning.
Well, maybe not that early, but we'll see you in the morning.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching now.
You guys take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.